What's up, Gemini? How are you? Welcome to Spirit Space. I'm ClairV, and here we have your first remote viewing, I believe, for Gemini. For Gemini. Remote viewing. Private files. So I don't know, something about private files for you, Gemini. We're getting in deep to these private files, but comfortably. I look and I'm like staying in my bed. I was having downloads before I even started. I was thinking about something. I was like afraid to start. I'm like, oh, should I start this? Because I didn't want to be like deep into like a remote viewing and then all the kids come home. So something about like, oh, starting this, hurrying up. Because I also want to do a tarot reading on the remote view session at the end. Alright, let's get into it. Shani Mana, Gemini. Okay. I see Mario, Luigi, L, M, maybe Nintendo. I see these two objects. I also see the two of cups like I did in the one remote viewing. Like the one was upside down and the one's this way. I see a pool or swimming. A lot of motion. And a lot of rest. It's almost like that two of cups is like, okay, an even balance of this. It's almost as if we're trying to find an even balance. I mean, this side is bigger than this side, but it's getting even because this side that's less has a little more jiggle. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I hope you do. Gemini, the collective Gemini. So I see like a trail or a path or a tunnel. I heard tunnel vision. I really see it. It's almost like a maze in a sense. And then I see the labyrinth. So then I see the North Star, destiny. The three fates. That was in the this and that reading. The woven thread. So something about weaving this thread. Maybe this has something to do with tunnel vision. That reminded me when I said that of the reading in today's live. I always say our readings do collide. And then when I said collide, I see the kaleidoscope. It's like all them broken pieces that create such beautiful things. And I even posted that on my Facebook, that meme the other day. Something about being broken. The labyrinth, destiny, fate. These games. Nintendo. Listen. Hear. Ear. And then feel. It's like, which one of these things are not like the other? And then I see in the ear. And the ear is where, you know, they have the baby. It's like where everything is created. Like this is where everything is being born, what we hear.
In Chinese medicine, you imagine the ear like this to be like an inverted fetus. They reflect every organ in your body. So your whole body is present in your ear like that. Now, in ancient times, there's nothing called jewelry. You wear jewelry here, you wear jewelry there. No. At the time when the door was open, you used things on your body for certain interactions with the forces of nature. So this point here in Chinese acupuncture is called the point of inner light. And if you put some crystals or diamonds here, that means you activate the resonance with your inner light. Today, you find people piercing everywhere. Now that's very, very dangerous. You could completely disrupt the functioning of your physical organs by piercing at this point or at that point or this point. They don't know that every point in the body is related to a certain organ, and you don't know the point you are piercing with what is it related, what are you really piercing, and what metal are you putting there, and what thing, something might be good in one place and not in the other, and all that. So it's very, very dangerous. We have.
That's why they say, believe not what you see, believe what you hear, or am I getting it wrong? It's as if like it's like you almost have to have faith. It's like I hear have faith. It's almost as if we can hear or maybe see doubts and fears. So something about these doubts and fears to see and hear. It's almost as if we're changing. I hear like changing what we hear and changing what we see will change these doubts and fears. A desk with chairs, slide, a ramp, a hill, cold slide. It's almost like this uphill thing. I see the pool. This is new beginnings. It's almost as if we're leaving all of this behind. We're jumping out of our comfort zone. We're almost like going off to the cliff into the darkness. And right from there, you see the North Star. It's like our destiny. When we finally go with what we feel, it's as if our destiny is released to us. Maybe it is released. Maybe it's being held captive. Captive. Held captive. Imprisonated. It's like the Terminator. I see justice. Maybe this does have something to do with courts and documents. I mean, we were talking about private files. I heard X-Files. What's that, a movie? Show or something? And then what's that? What I wanted to be. A forensic science. Forensic scientist. Forensic scientist. And maybe we are doing that, like dissecting something like that, or, you know, maybe watching something or dealing with that, and I heard homicide. Weird. Maybe better detective. This is like Pluto energy. Investigate. And that was this in that one rating, investigate. In the other remote viewing session, I think it was maybe cancers. That's what my intuition wanted to say first. Held captive. And then I just seen held. And I heard hold me. Squeeze me. Kiss me. Please me. Oh, then maybe we're feeling very romantic. Romantic Gemini. In the mind. In the mind, and I heard messenger. Messenger of the mind. The mind messenger. And it reminds me of the memory mixer in the last one. Memory mixer. I think that was Cancer's reading too. And that one I tasted blood. And now I notice I must have like bit my lip or something. Not then, it wasn't there now. It must have just happened. Maybe when I was doing it, I remember I did something like that. So maybe it's like you bite your lip. Maybe we have to, you know, they say, like, bite your lip, like, I'm gonna bite my lip because I don't want to say nothing, I don't want to regret, or I don't want to say nothing that's gonna hurt you. So we're biting our lip. Breathing. Maybe we're learning how to breathe, or something like that. Like maybe our throat too is a little horse, chariot. We're coming out of the war, winning. But back to this learning about breathing. It's like we go to school to learn all these things, but they don't even teach us the basic necessities like breathing. It's like no one knows how to breathe. Are you a mouth breather? Do you breathe in your mouth? Breathe. Maybe are breeding. Having more kids, or horse breeding, or something like this. Or a horse breeder. And then I wrote Jupiter, and then I seen Saturn in here. So it's like the expansion of rules or laws or something like this. Maybe we're breeding rules or laws, or and something about like that, like how to breathe, how to do something that we do subconsciously. And that's the thing, we do it subconsciously, and maybe that is the thing, like the things that we do subconsciously, or the things that we think subconsciously that we're not even aware of them. Like when we are out in the world, every single thing that is around us, comes in our memory, comes in our cells. Every single thing that comes in contact, it goes in different files of our memory. Some things we're like, oh, I want to remember that smell. That's a beautiful smell. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's a shitty smell. Sometimes you don't want to remember it, but it's like, okay, well, your memory is reminding you that when you pass this spot, it's going to stink like shit. So we're not going to pass this spot that close. You know what I mean? So it's like some bad memories are useful. We've been talking about that. It reminds me of the changing the memories, that we can change our memories. We do change our memories subconsciously anyway, to the point that we were on. I lost it. We were talking about the memory. Oh, okay. So, yes, all these memories go in these files. And it's like the different times we pull out different memories. So, I don't know where I was going with this. But not only as our brain, it's like these memories... Excuse me, these memories are not only going in our brain, but they're going into our cells. And this is what the cancer reading was saying, to listen to our body, you know, and to prove that your mother has one cell, your father has one cell, together creates you with all these cells. And our brain is very smart and has a lot of memory, but all the cells in our body make up way more memory and way more information than our brain. So it's just like a warning. Listen to your body. And then I seen the horse racing. Maybe there's something like we have to forward focus now. When I seen that, I seen 144. When I said that, I seen 1444. Something about stability. It's coming. Maybe you're moving. Like for the last time, you're buying a house or something like this. Maybe we're being stubborn. Holding on. Hoarding. And I heard spring cleaning. And I heard clutter clearing. Alright, Gemini, we're already 15 minutes and I'm going to draw your picture and then we'll pull your cards. Alright, Gemini. So, when I do these things, you gotta think of like rhymes with, sounds with. Maybe it looks like this. Look at it from far away. Look at it from up to top. You know, this is all subconscious, so nothing of this is logical. The picture I drew is that. It looks like there's some kind of bullfighting, or maybe this is a horse or a farm or something with all these people, a waterfall. Maybe this is some kind of like over here and over here, and it's like these things that bring them together. Maybe this is walking down this. Maybe this was this tunnel I seen. I see a pointed top. Maybe this is a house or some kind of structure. Maybe this is what I was seeing. And it's almost like it's coming out of nowhere, or like some kind of Dorothy. It's like falling. Not on top, but out of nowhere. Creating some kind of emotion. Maybe we're tired. I see a lady in a dress, on a duck, a horse, a swan, a money sign. It's like something, it's like almost like some kind of labyrinth or some kind of maze that we're going through. It's almost like, okay, well, we have to know. And then I seen that guy, he's running and running and running, and then boom.
No running in the mirror maze, little bro.
If this is almost like trickery, we almost like want to stop. It's like we don't want to go, you know, we almost want to like, okay, let's stop and almost like use our intuition in a sense. And I seen that guy, he has this a mask on. They're throwing him the basketball and he's catching it every time, using his intuition. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm so tired. It's been raining all day and being like so miserable here, so I don't know, do you have this if you're like in this kind of energy? Like, your dog, Muna, why are you being commotionist? She's got to let everybody know she's here thumping the thumper. Alright, I'm going to end this session and go to the tarot. See any last messages for Gemini? Water will help cleansing, baptism, renewal. I see judgment. I don't know what this is. This almost reminds me of a pig or a bear, and I heard when pigs could fly. Again, I see tunnel vision. And then it reminded me of the life with those Queen of Pentacles. It's like she had these blinders on, you know, with the horse with the blinders. How they had the blinders on. And this is what I see. It's like maybe this is what we have to do. Build some boundaries or build some blinders to stay on the track, or, you know, tunnel vision. Or maybe this is saying we have tunnel vision now. We need to look outside the box. Let's see what the tarot says. The edge. See what the tarot says for Gemini. I seen it's a match. Look, there's the labyrinth I seen. And this is the moon. And this is this unknowing, this illusion, this fear. It's almost as if there's something hidden. It's not all there, not all seen, you know? And maybe we're taking some kind of pill. The Emperor, this is some kind of ego. Maybe our ego has something to do with this, or maybe it is drugs and drinking. Let's see. I hear sirens. For Gemini. So yeah, this is the labyrinth I seen. This is the line. This is the Seven of Pentacles. These nuns are working with these plants. It's almost like, remember how I was talking about in the beginning about the breathing? This is how I see. It's like something that doesn't happen, but that's happening. And then when I lifted this up, it's like the man with the plan. What are we planning? We're planning some kind of ending, or perhaps some kind of boundaries when it comes to sex, you know, or ending. Some kind of ending. Maybe it is some kind of, this is something we've been working on building some kind of boundaries for some kind of ending, but the death in reverse came out. Like, I'm not drinking it. Maybe you don't want to take, in the one reading, they were taking the death. They were drinking the death, where it was like, they didn't care what the taste was. I forget what it was. But it was as if, they had some taste, and it's like no matter what the taste was, they were drinking it. Here it's like you don't want to taste it. Maybe you don't want to take responsibility, or you don't want it to end. With the 7 of Cups in reverse, though, this is when I say the unicorn's shitting rainbows, but here it's like no longer. It's like all the things we dreamed and we imagined are like down. And when I looked up, I seen 2222. Perhaps it's some kind of confession. Perhaps it's like, okay, now we see everything's not glittering gold. It's like this unicorn is no longer shitting rainbows. It's like, oh, you thought it was too good to be true, and it is. It's like you receive some kind of news or some kind of confession. And I see these bananas falling. I heard knock knock and say, who's there? Banana who? I heard knock knock, who's there? Banana who? Knock knock, who's there? Banana who? Knock knock, who's there? Banana who? Knock knock, who's there? Orange who? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana again? So something about that. And then we had the King of Swords in reverse, and this almost seems like something he would do. It's like he's beating around the bush. He ain't getting to the point. He's messing around. Perhaps he's lying. Perhaps this is the liar, and this is what some kind of confession was. And this is this Wheel of Fortunate, like, okay, this changed. This was a fortunate event again with the endings, the 10. It's almost as if he's shooting. It's like you have the cigarette in your mouth and he's shooting the cigarette out. You're like, go ahead, I'm going to do what I want anyway. This changes everything. I heard bullseye. Beautiful reading. Gemini, I did see the Lovers, so I don't know if this is a choice you have to make or this is a new love coming in. But I know this was a beautiful reading, and I hope this was helpful for you. Love y'all. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with a friend.